time to reopen the lid of the music box after the summer break for the first of 10 brand new programmes and to find out what Sandra Kerr, Dougie MacLean and Harriett Powell are up to.
Hello everybody, it's Sandra here.
And Dougie.
And Harriett. And do you know what we're doing today?
We're floating down the river.
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Choose your partner and then jump Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown.
It's nice having a song to sing while we're rowing. It helps us to keep in time. You could row or paddle your boat whenever we sing the part of the song that's all about floating down the river. Ready to row and paddle?
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Choose your partner and then jump Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown.
This song is called Jump Josie. Put your oars and paddles down for a moment and see if you can hear us sing those words, Jump Josie, in a verse of the song. Listen.
Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown.
We sang another name too, didn't we? It was Susan Brown. See if you can clap the rhythm pattern of that name with me. Like this. Susan Brown. Susan Brown. Join in. Susan Brown. Susan Brown. Susan Brown. Susan Brown. You can stop clapping now. Now, if we all sing for you, then you could all paddle or row when we sing about floating down the river, and you can clap the name pattern, Susan Brown, while we sing the other parts of the song.
Don't worry if you get mixed up. We're going to help you with the clapping part. First of all, though, row and paddle. Row and paddle.
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Choose your partner
give your hands and arms a rest now. Oh, not you, Harriett. You better keep rowing the boat.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Dougie and I are going to sing now. You all just listen.
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio.
Do you think you could all sing those words with us? Wait for the instruments and then join in.
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio.
We'll sing some more of the song now, but you can still join in whenever we get to that part.
Hey, what about me? Can I stop rowing for a while?
Sorry, Harriet. Of course. Pull the oars in and we'll all just float down the river.
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Four in the middle and you can't jump, Josie.
Four in the middle and you can't jump, Josie.
Four in the middle and you can't jump, Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Hold my mule while I jump, Josie.
Hold the mule while I jump, Josie.
Hold my mule while I jump, Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown.
Sandra Kerr, Sandra Kerr, Sandra Kerr, Sandra Kerr.
Sandra, what are you doing?
I'm seeing what the rhythm pattern of my name is. Sandra Kerr, Sandra Kerr.
You know, I think Sandra's name pattern sounds the same as Susan Brown's. Let's see if I'm right. Susan Brown, Susan Brown, Susan Brown, Susan Brown.
I wonder if you could all clap the rhythm of my name. Harriett Powell, Harriett Powell, Harriett Powell, Harriett Powell.
Oh, I want to have a go at my name now. Dougie MacLean, Dougie MacLean.
Can you all clap Dougie's name with him? Join in.
And stop now. Just a minute, everyone. While we've all been singing and clapping away, the boat seems to have stopped.
Shiver me timbers and hoist me trousers. She's right.
Okay, grab an oar, everyone, and we'll row the good ship music box into the sunset. Until next week, goodbye.
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio.
The Music Box was written and presented by Sandra Kerr with Dougie MacLean and Harriett Powell.
And now for the second in this term's Music Box.
There, that's everything laid out. Oh, would you pour us some tea, Dougie?
All right, Sandra. Pass your cup.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Hello there.
We've rowed the good ship music box up the river today, and we're having a picnic on the bank. Just the three of us.
Sandra Kerr.
Dougie MacLean.
And me, Harriett Powell.
Oh, we'll have to set another place. We've got company. It's Mr. Wiggleworm.
Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Mr. Wiggleworm, he lives under a stone. He doesn't have a television, doesn't have a phone. He doesn't have a table and he doesn't have a chair. He doesn't have a bed, but he doesn't really care.
Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Well, Mr. Wriggleworm, aren't you pleased having a song all about yourself? Ah, he says he wants to hear it again. This time, while we're singing, you could all make your fingers do little wriggly worm dances in time to the music.
Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Mr. Wiggleworm, he lives under a stone. He doesn't have a television, doesn't have a phone. He doesn't have a table and he doesn't have a chair. He doesn't have a bed, but he doesn't really care.
Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
The part of the song that is sung lots of times and that you can all join in with is called a chorus.
Right, Dougie. Could you sing the chorus for us?
Mr. Wiggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wiggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Would you all like to try that? Come on then. Sandra and I will help you too.
Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Really? Mr. Wriggleworm says that was very good and he'd like to give you all a clap, but he can't, so he'll give you a wriggle instead.
I bet Mr. Wiggleworm would like to hear you sing again. And when you've sung the chorus, I'm going to sing a verse. Then you sing the chorus when it comes in again. Got it? Good.
Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Mr. Wiggleworm, he lives under a stone. He doesn't have a television, doesn't have a phone. He doesn't have a table and he doesn't have a chair. He doesn't have a bed, but he doesn't really care.
Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wiggle-worm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Oh no! It's beginning to rain! Quick! Oh, oops! Pack up all the picnic things and into the boat, everyone.
What about Mr. Wiggleworm? Can he come too? He says he's got an umbrella, so we'll all be able to keep dry.
Yes, terrific. Grab an oar, everyone, and off we go.
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the ocean. Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Two in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Choose your partner and then jump Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Four in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Four in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Four in the middle and you can't jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Hold my mule while I jump Josie. Hold my mule while I jump Josie. Hold my mule while I jump Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown.
The Music Box was written and presented by Sandra Kerr with Dougie MacLean and Harriett Powell. The Music Box is produced by Barry Gibson.
And now, the Music Box.
Hello, everybody. If I clap the rhythm patterns of their names, do you think you could tell me who's in the music box today? Right. Well, first of all, there's Sandra Kerr. Sandra Kerr. And then there's Dougie MacLean. Dougie MacLean. And of course, there's also
Harriett Powell. Harriett Powell. Hello, everybody. Oops. Yes, we forgot somebody, didn't we? It's Mr. Wriggleworm. Mr. Wriggleworm.
Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wriggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Mr. Wriggleworm, he lives under a stone. He doesn't have a television, doesn't have a phone. He doesn't have a table and he doesn't have a chair. He doesn't have a bed, but he doesn't really care.
Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Did you all join in when we got to the chorus? Good. Now, Dougie, why don't you sing the verse for us? And we'll all listen very carefully.
Mr. Wriggleworm, he lives under a stone. He doesn't have a television, doesn't have a phone. He doesn't have a table and he doesn't have a chair. He doesn't have a bed, but he doesn't really care.
Now we'll all try to sing those words with Dougie. Remember, we begin with Mr. Wriggleworm, he lives under a stone.
Mr. Wriggleworm, he lives under a stone.
He
doesn't have a television, doesn't have a phone. He doesn't have a table and he doesn't have a chair. He doesn't have a bed, but he doesn't really care.
Sing us another verse, Dougie, and we'll all join in when you get to the chorus. Go on, tell us all about the clothes Mr. Wriggleworm doesn't wear.
Mr. Wriggleworm doesn't have to wear a shirt. He doesn't need his welly boots for playing in the dirt. He doesn't need a handkerchief, he doesn't wear a tie. So he doesn't have to wash them and then hang them out to dry. Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm, tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm, tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Tell me, Mr. Wriggleworm, what do I have to do if I want to wriggle too? Oh, I have to go into the garden. Right, everybody out. Oh, then I have to lie in a flower bed, do I? I thought you didn't have a bed. Okay, sorry. It was just a joke. Right, I lie in the flower bed, and then what? Dig my head into the earth and turn over and over? Well, I think I'll leave that to you. You're much better at that sort of thing. Oh, look here. There's another wee worm.
Oh, yes, on the marigolds.
Ah, I know all about that little worm. It's in a song I know. Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Seems to me you'd stop and see how beautiful they are. 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32, 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32.
Listen to the song again, and this time your thumbs could be inchworms doing some measuring. Sing for us again, Harriett.
Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Seems to me you'd stop and see how beautiful they are. 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32, 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32.
Did you hear Sandra and I counting when we sang? Listen while we do it again.
2 Perhaps you could all sing with Sandra and Dougie this time. Remember, it begins 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8. Try it.
I like singing psalms. It's fun.
Well, we'll sing some more psalms next time.
And before then, perhaps you could think of some other songs that have numbers in them. Till next time.
Goodbye.
The Music Box was written and presented by Sandra Kerr with Dougie MacLean and Harriett Powell and produced by Barry Gibson. Now, to open the Music Box for this week, here's Sandra.
Two and 2 are 4. 4 and 4 are 8. 8 and 8 are...
Having some trouble, Sandra?
8 and... It's these sums. I'm not doing them very well.
Well, why don't you sing your psalms? It's much easier to remember them that way.
And it's more fun. Come on, Sandra. Sing a psalm.
And you all see if you can help Dougie and Sandra.
Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Seems to me you'd stop and see how beautiful they are. 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32, 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32.
Would you all like to sing about the inchworm? Well, I'll tell you what. We'll play Follow My Leader. I'll sing a line of the song, and you all copy me with Sandra and Dougie.
Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Seems to me you'd stop and see how beautiful they are. Seems to me you'd stop and see how
see if any of you thought of some other songs that have counting and numbers in them.
I know. One of our other music box songs has numbers in it. There's 2 and 4.
And which song is that in, Dougie?
2 in the middle and you can't jump, Josie. 2 in the middle and you can't jump, Josie.
Dougie's right. It's in Jump Josie. We haven't sung that song for quite a while. See how much of it you can remember. And if you forget some of the words, well, you can just clap your hands in time to the music.
We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. 2 in the middle and you can jump, Josie. 2 in the middle and you can jump, Josie. 2 in the middle and you can jump, Josie. Oh, Miss Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Choose your partner and then jump, Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump, Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump, Josie. Oh, Miss Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. 4 in the middle and you can jump, Josie. 4 in the middle and you can jump, Josie. 4 in the middle and you can jump, Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river. We're floating down below. We're floating down the river to the Ohio. Hold my mule while I jump, Josie. Hold my mule while I jump, Josie. Hold my mule while I jump, Josie. Oh, my Susan Brown.
Oh, it's Mr. Wriggleworm, complaining about the noise. He says he can't get to sleep in his flower bed.
I tell you what, let's sing him some of his song, very quietly and gently. Perhaps he'll nod off. Quietly now.
Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Mr. Wriggleworm doesn't have to wash his face. He doesn't need to clean his teeth or tie his own shoelace. He doesn't have to brush his hair or even blow his nose. Doesn't have to work out which way round his trousers goes. Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
There, he's fast asleep.
Till next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
The Music Box was written and presented by Sandra Kerr with Dougie MacLean and Harriett Powell and was produced by Barry Gibson. This is Schools on 5, and now, the Music Box.
Hello, everybody.
Harriett, what's that funny noise?
I'm not sure. Perhaps it's Dougie snoring.
Or is it Dougie singing?
Very funny, you two. Look, I've decided that a clean music box is a happy music box, so I'm making friends with this monster.
My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in our living room. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom, as a zoom, as a zoom. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. For while it is munching, it hums.
Do you know what kind of monster it is that Dougie's making friends with?
It's a vacuum cleaner. Your hands could pretend to push a vacuum cleaner around while Sandra sings the song again. Ready with your hoovering monsters?
My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in our living room. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom, as a zoom, as a zoom. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. For while it is munching, it hums.
Zoom as a zoom, zoom as a zoom, zoom as a zoom.
Are you all right,
zoom.
Harriett?
Oh, yes. I'm just making a noise like a vacuum cleaner. Zoom as a zoom, zoom.
Can you
as
make a
zoom,
noise like Harriet's
zoom
vacuum
as a
cleaner?
Zoom,
Zoom as a zoom, zoom. Keep going.
Zoom as a
And keep
zoom,
hoovering while I sing again.
zoom.
My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in our living room. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom, as a zoom, as a zoom. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. For while it is munching, it hums.
Okay, monster, down, boy, down. Now, Sandra, why don't you sing the song a line at a time, and we'll all copy you?
Oh, what sort of follow my leader?
Well, no, it's more like follow my cleaner.
My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in our living room. My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in our living room. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom, as a zoom, as a zoom. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom, as zoom, zoom, as zoom, zoom. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. For while it is munching, it hums. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. For while it is munching, it hums.
And now, let's see if we can put all of that together. Join in and sing with Sandra this time, and Dougie and I will help.
My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in our living room. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom as a zoom as a zoom. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. For while it is munching it hums.
How do you think they got on, Harriet? Harriet? Where's she gone, Dougie?
I can see her through the window. She's out in the garden.
My mum's making friends with the monster. It lives in the shed out the back. She's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes clackety clackety clack. It chews up the grass and the daisies and slices the dandelions flat. And it seems pleased as punch with this salad for lunch. It munches, then stops for a chat.
Do you know what the monster is that Harriet's making friends with?
It's a lawnmower.
Phew, that was close. Nearly had 2 half-inch worms then.
Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Seems to me you'd stop and see how beautiful they are. 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32, 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32. Hello, Mr. Riverworm. He thinks it would be a really nice idea if Sandra and Dougie sing the sums bit of the song while I'm singing about the inchworm. Inchworm, measure and formulate. You and I are 16, 16, 32. Inchworm, measure and formulate. 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32.
I thought that sounded really nice. Did you? Next time you can all have a go at that.
And perhaps before then, you could have a look and see how many machine monsters you have in your house or school.
You could draw some pictures of them and send them to the music box. Goodbye.
The Music Box was written and presented by Sandra Kerr with Dougie MacLean and Harriett Powell. The producer was Barry Gibson.
This is Schools on 5, and now here are Sandra, Dougie and Harriett for programme 6 of The Music Box.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about all the noise. It's Harriett and Dougie. They're both making friends with monsters.
My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in the living room. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom, 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 zoom. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. But while it is munching, it hums. My mum's making friends with a monster. It lives in the shed out the back. She's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes clackety-clackety-clack. It chews up the grass and the daisies and slices the dandelions flat. And it seems pleased as punch with this salad for lunch. It munches, then stops for a chat.
Right, that's the cleanest carpet in the music box.
That's the only carpet in the music box.
Hello, Harriet. How are you doing?
I think I'm getting used to my monster, but I sometimes think it has a mind of its own. It keeps heading for the flower beds, just at the place where the inchworm is measuring the marigolds.
Didn't you say that this week we could sing that song with some of us singing with you and some people singing the sums with Dougie and me?
So I did. Well, let's try it. You can all choose whether to sing with me or with Sandra and Dougie. And we're all going to sing our parts at the same time. Are you ready?
Did you get on all right? Perhaps you'd like to try that again, but this time change over and sing the part you didn't sing last time. Have you got that? Here we go then.
I love that part of the song. It seems like it could go on and never stop. The tune just keeps turning and spinning round and round and round.
Like a spinning wheel.
me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
Slate upon the house, a new thread I begin. With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
Listen to our spinning wheel song again, and this time make your hands turn round each other in slow, gentle circles, or draw big, slow circles in the air with your arms.
Spin, wheel, spin, turn, wheel, turn. The leaves they spin above my head, I do not spin alone. With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
You can stop making circles now. This song has a chorus, a part for you all to join in. Would you sing just the chorus, Dougie?
With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes. Let's all try and sing that now. And it begins, with myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun.
With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
Now, if Harriett sings a verse, you could all make lovely turning and spinning shapes with your hands and then join in and sing the chorus with Dougie and me.
Spin, wheel, spin, turn, wheel, turn. The leaves they spin above my head, I do not spin alone. With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
Hello, Mr. Wriggleworm. What? You want to do some spinning too? Well, I don't think that worms can.
He says some worms do. Silkworms spin silk. You do know a lot of things, Mr. Wriggleworm.
Perhaps he's a bookworm.
Goodbye.
The Music Box was written and presented by Sandra Kerr with Dougie MacLean and Harriett Powell. The producer was Barry Gibson.
Are you just coming to grips with the first stage of the national curriculum? Well, this term, our infant science program, See for Yourself, concentrates on providing material for Key Stage 1 for the 5-year-olds. Topics include the senses, food, balance, weather and the seasons, and the teacher's notes offer clear, practical follow-up suggestions and information. You can hear See for Yourself in just 10 minutes today and every Monday at 10 to 12 here on Radio 4 FM. And would you like to give your class something to think about? Well, that's the name of the popular assembly series for infants. This term, Something to Think About, has stories about new beginnings, sharing and giving. If you haven't used the series before, why not listen in? And if you're a regular user, we'd welcome your comments on the series, as we're planning to extend the programmes next year to include a song and a time for reflection. So let us know what you think by writing to us at BBC School Radio, Broadcasting House, London W1A 1AA. Something to Think About on Thursday mornings at 10:10 here on Radio 4 FM.
This is Schools on 5. And now it's time to join Sandra, Dougie and Harriett again as we open the lid of the music box where something rather strange is stirring.
That's it, Dougie. Pour in some more raisins and then give it a good stir.
Right-o, Harriet. But I haven't got enough hands. Could you help, Sandra?
Yes, but we better say hello to everybody first.
Hello to everybody first.
Do you know what we're all making? It's a Christmas pudding.
A Christmas pud wouldn't do us any harm. A Christmas pud wouldn't do us any harm. A Christmas pud wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. A big bunch of holly wouldn't do us any harm.
A big bunch of holly wouldn't do us any harm.
A big bunch of holly wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. A pull on a cracker wouldn't do us any harm.
Pull on a cracker wouldn't do us any harm.
A pull on a cracker wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. A sledge in the snow wouldn't do us any harm. A sledge in the snow wouldn't do us any harm. A sledge in the snow wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind.
Do you need some more flour in there, Dougie?
Aye, just a wee bit. It's getting a bit hard to stir, though. It's so thick.
Mr. Wriggleworm says, would we like him to wriggle around in the Christmas pud a bit to help stir it up?
Oh, I don't think that's a very good idea. Yes, I know you do that to the soil in the garden.
Tell you what, we'll sing some of your song instead. It's nice to have music while you work. Listen first, everyone, and then join in the chorus.
Mr. Wriggleworm doesn't have to wash his face. He doesn't need to clean his teeth or tie his own shoelace. He doesn't have to brush his hair or even blow his nose. He doesn't have to work out which way round his trousers goes.
Mr. Wriggleworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Isn't he a lucky worm? Doesn't have to wash his face or clean his teeth or tie his own shoelaces.
Or brush his hair, blow his nose, or work out which way round his trousers goes.
Mr. Wigglworm doesn't have to wash his face. He doesn't need to clean his teeth or tie his own shoelace. He doesn't have to brush his hair or even blow his nose. He doesn't have to work out which way round his trousers goes. Mr. Wigglworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm, tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wigglworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm, tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Good grief, this is hard work. I think I need to make friends with a monster to help me do this job.
My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in our living room. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom, 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 zoom. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. For while it is munching, it hums.
Very nice, Sandra, but you can't use a vacuum cleaner to mix up a Christmas pud.
Well, there is another monster in the song. It's the one that makes a sound that goes clackety, clackety, clack.
Could you all clap the pattern of those words? Do it with me. I'll say the words and you clap the rhythm. Ready? Clackety, clackety, clack. Clackety, clackety, clack. Clackety, clackety, clack. Clackety, clackety, clack. Now, you could all clap that pattern while I sing.
And I'll help you clap, because Doogie's hands are all sticky.
Clackety, clackety, clack. Clackety, clackety, clack. My mum's making friends with the monster. It lives in the shed out the back. She's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes clackety, clackety, clack. It chews up the grass and the daisies and slices the dandelions flat. And it seems pleased as punch with this salad for lunch. It munches, then stops for a chat.
You could all choose this time. If you can manage the words, then sing. And if not, you can clap the rhythm. I think I'd better sing.
And I'll help with the clapping.
My mum's making friends with the monster. It lives in a shed out the back. She's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes clackety, clackety, clack. It chews up the grass and the daisies and slices the dandelions flat. And it seems pleased as punch with this salad for lunch. It munches, then stops for a chat.
Well, it's still no good. Sandra, you can't mix a Christmas pud with a lawnmower. Think of the mess. Yuck.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. If we all take turns and help each other, we can do the job just as well as a machine. And stirring with a spoon wouldn't do us any harm.
Stirring with a spoon wouldn't do us any harm.
Stirring with a spoon wouldn't do us any harm.
Stirring with a spoon wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind.
See how easy it is to make up new verses to this song.
Don't forget to send us yours, will you?
And your pictures of mechanical monsters.
Bye.
The Music Box is written and presented by Sandra Kerr with Dougie MacLean and Harriett Powell and produced by Barry Gibson. This is Schools on 5. And now it's time to join Sandra, Dougie and Harriett again, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Riddleworm puts in an appearance for this week's Music Box.
Hello, everybody.
That sound you can hear is Sandra tuning the strings of one of her instruments. It's her auto harp.
It has lots of strings, Sandra.
Yes, it's got 36. And some of them make low sounds. And some make high sounds.
What happens if you play all of the strings, starting low and going right up to the high notes?
Then the instrument sounds like this.
If you hear the auto harp play so that the sounds get higher, you can lift your hands up high. Try it, but not too fast now. Are your hands up high? Now, Sandra, why don't you give them a sound on your auto harp to bring their hands down again?
All down? Good. Do that again. Listen to the auto harp and it'll tell you what to do with your hands.
Right, that's enough exercise for today. I think we should all have a good old sing now. Do you remember that song about floating down the river? Well, join in then.
We're floating down the river, we're floating down below, we're floating down the river to the Ohio. Two in the middle and you can jump Josie, two in the middle and you can jump Josie, two in the middle and you can jump Josie, oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river, we're floating down below, we're floating down the river to the Ohio. Choose your partner and then jump Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump Josie.
Choose your partner and then jump Josie, oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river, we're floating down below, we're floating down the river to the Ohio. Four in the middle and you can jump Josie, four in the middle and you can jump Josie, four in the middle and you can jump Josie, oh, my Susan Brown. We're floating down the river, we're floating down below, we're floating down the river to the Ohio. Hold my mule while I jump Josie, hold my mule while I jump Josie, hold my mule while I jump Josie, hold my Susan Brown.
You can stop playing your auto harp now, Sandra.
It's not me, Harriet. I use my fingers to play. And that sounds like something's wriggling around on the auto harp.
So it is. It's Mr. Wriggleworm.
Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Mr. Wriggleworm, he lives under a stone. Doesn't have a television, doesn't have a phone. He doesn't have a table and he doesn't have a chair. He doesn't have a bed, but he doesn't really care.
Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wriggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Mr. Wriggleworm doesn't have to wear a shirt. He doesn't need his welly boots for playing in the dirt. He doesn't need a handkerchief, he doesn't wear a tie. So he doesn't have to wash them and then hang them out to dry.
Mr. Wriggleworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
Mr. Wriggleworm doesn't have to wash his face. He doesn't need to clean his teeth or tie his own shoelace. He doesn't have to brush his hair or even blow his nose. He doesn't have to work out which way round his trousers goes.
Mr. Wriggleworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too. Mr. Wriggleworm, wiggle, wiggle, worm. Tell me what to do if I want to wiggle too.
You're worn out after a long wriggle, are you, Mr. Worm? Well, shall we sing you a gentle song to get you off to sleep?
The best one would be our other song about a worm, the one who measures the marigolds. Inchworm.
Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigolds. Seems to me you'd stop and see how beautiful they are. 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32, 2 and 2 are 4, 4 and 4 are 8, 8 and 8 are 16, 16 and 16 are 32, inchworm, measuring for marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Inchworm, measuring for marigolds. Seems to time you'd stop and see how beautiful are 16 and 32.
There. He's fast asleep. So till next time, goodbye. everybody. Can you remember the name of the instrument that makes this sound?
It's my auto harp. We played a game with it last time. When the auto harp made this sound, you put your hands up in the air. And when Sandra makes it make this sound, you put your hands down again.
I'll make some sounds again, and you see if you can make your hands do what the auto harp tells them to.
I think Sandra tried to trick you a bit then, didn't she? Hey, Dougie, what are you doing? We're trying to play a game here.
But I'm playing games too. I'm making friends with this monster here.
My dad's making friends with a monster. They're playing in our living room. He's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes zoom, 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 zoom. It's licking the dust off the carpets. It sucks up the mud and the crumbs. But it seems pleased as punch with this terrible lunch. But while it is munching it hums.
My mum's making friends with a monster. It lives in the shed out the back. She's pushing it round and it's making a sound that goes clackety-clackety-clack. It chews up the grass and the daisies and slices the dandelions flat. And it seems pleased as punch with this salad for lunch. It munches and stops for a chat.
That sounds like another friendly mechanical monster to me.
Yes, it's my spinning wheel. Would you all like to help me while I'm spinning? Well, you could sing the spinning wheel song, and then I'll have music while I work.
And if you want to, you can do some gentle spinning and turning actions with your hands as you sing.
Spin, wheel, spin, turn, wheel, turn. The leaves they spin above my head, I do not spin alone. With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
Spin, wheel, spin, sing, wheel, sing. For every slate upon the house, a new thread I begin.
With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
Spin, wheel, spin, hum, wheel, hum, and every wave upon the shore with me will spin along.
With myself the spinner, the grey wool must be spun. Help me with my spinning before the weaver comes.
Oh, hello, Mr. Wriggleworm. Come to watch Harriett do some spinning, have you?
What would you like me to knit you for Christmas, Mr. Worm? I see. A sock and a bobble hat.
Oh, something for each end. Oh, I do love Christmas, don't you?
Oh, yes, all the lovely food.
And giving presents to people.
And all the parties and dances.
Can you all join in and clap in time with the music?
Well, I think that's put us in the right mood for singing our Christmas song. The one about bunches of holly and pulling crackers and sledges in the snow.
And Christmas pud.
A Christmas pud wouldn't do us any harm. A Christmas pud wouldn't do us any harm. A Christmas pud wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. A big bunch of holly wouldn't do us any harm.
A big bunch of holly wouldn't do us any harm.
A big bunch of holly wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. A pull on a cracker wouldn't do us any harm.
Pull on a cracker wouldn't do us any harm.
A pull on a cracker wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. A sledge in the snow wouldn't do us any harm. A sledge in the snow wouldn't do us any harm. A sledge in the snow wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along. Roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind.
Well, we have to close the lid of the music box now until next year.
Hope you enjoyed all the songs and musical games.
And the monsters. Have a safe and very happy Christmas.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.